working weekend.
We believe that Putin has made his decision.
President Biden trying to stop an invasion in Ukraine. A close call on Miami Beach as a chopper goes down, setting off a race to rescue everyone inside. We are serving up the details on the Sobe Wine and Food Festival.
I want to thank all the FIU volunteers for your tremendous work.
Now just days away. These stories and more coming up on Newsbreak.
Florida, I'm Julian Davis.
And I'm Zitlali Solate. Today is President's Day, Monday, February 21st, 2022.
From the South Florida Media Network's Biscayne-based studios in North Miami, this is SFMN Newsbreak.
President Biden discussing the Russia situation with his top advisors. Even though he believes the final order for war has already been given, he is trying to make a last-ditch effort at diplomacy.
As the conflict in Eastern Europe continues with Russian troops moving toward Ukraine, diplomacy is still being attempted.
Europe may be closer to war more than now than ever since the end of the World War II, with Russia trying to prevent Ukraine from joining the NATO, with armed forces encroaching on Ukraine's eastern border, thus leaving the world on edge, guessing what Putin will do next.
As the president has said, we believe that Putin has made his decision. Period.
Attempts at diplomacy continues as French President Emmanuel Macron tries to set up a U.S.-Russia summit. President Biden agrees to the arrangements of Russia's actions if it matches its words.
A 61-year-old South Florida woman is accused of killing her husband by stabbing him more than 140 times. She appeared in court Sunday, 9 days after her alleged crime. Officers say her son called police from the couple's home, telling them that he discovered the body of his stepfather, 62-year-old Melvin Weller. When police arrived, they found Burke lying in bed, conscious and alert, but she remained silent. An autopsy revealed that Weller also suffered a skull fracture from a blow of the head with a meat cleaver.
A police officer shot and killed a guest Saturday night at a large wedding celebration near Orlando. Officers in Winter Park received multiple calls about a man trying to fight other guests at the party. When the police showed up, the man knocked an officer unconscious and attacked another officer, who then discharged his weapon. The man was taken to the hospital, where he later died.
A Florida mother and her partner are waking up behind bars this morning, accused of torturing her teenage son as a punishment of stealing. Police in Jacksonville are investigating what they say is a horrific case of child abuse. 36-year-old Nicole Bennett and 46-year-old Ronald McKinley were arrested last week, and McKinley is accused of punching the boy in the face and the chest, while Bennett is accused of forcing the teenager to place his hands inside a hot oven as she beat him with a baseball bat.
It is difficult, and news like this is very disturbing.
Bennett's bail is set for close to $1 million. McKinley is at least half a million.
2 people are in the hospital after a helicopter crashed in the ocean along Miami Beach over the weekend. The crash, which was caught on camera, shows the moment the helicopter hit the water near beachgoers Saturday afternoon.
There was several people and bystanders in the water at the time, and our first initial lifeguard went in the water to try to assist, and the bystanders all rushed the helicopter also to try to help with whatever situation we had. It took us a little bit to figure out how big of an aircraft we were dealing with, or how many people were in the aircraft at the time.
3 people were on board at the time, but the 3rd passenger did not sustain any injuries. The FAA and National Safety Board will investigate the incident.
The Queen of England, Elizabeth II, tested positive for COVID-19. Yesterday, the Buckingham Palace announced the monarch is experiencing mild cold-like symptoms and will receive medical attention as she expects to continue light duties at Windsor. The announcement comes a week after the Queen became the UK's longest reigning monarch.
Undefeated since the All-Star break, the Panthers trying to extend the streak on the ice in Chicago.
That's still ahead, and so is this story.
It's just a new level of hospitality, but a little bit of entertainment at the same time.
A taste of what to expect from South Florida's premier food event, and FIU is playing a big part. Don't go away, Newsbreak will be back in 2 minutes.
When I was in foster care, I never knew when I would have to move, so I always had my suitcase ready to go. Then one day, I was adopted. My new parents opened their hearts and home to me. My parents cook my favorite breakfast for me every morning. My parents take me on trips I never thought I would go on. They gave me a home and an even better reason to use that suitcase. My parents aren't perfect, but they're perfect for me.
With Julia's autism, loud sounds can be too much.
But she still loves to make music.
Yeah.
Play band.
Early screening for autism can make a lifetime of difference. Find out more at screenforautism.org.
If you need to do something to feel okay to drive, you're not okay to drive. Don't drive buzzed.
There was an old woman who lived in a shoe. She had so many children, she didn't know what to do. She gave them some broth without any bread and kissed them all soundly and put them to bed. Hunger is a story we can end. End it at feedingamerica.org.
I help our fellows design their paths as creative entrepreneurs. My experiences serving startups, creative businesses, and cultural organizations, and my journey as a queer mixed immigrant with Haitian and Arabic roots, inform the co-creative environment we foster at Radcliffe. We leverage our collective diversity to encourage the building of lifelong personal learning networks and mindsets that stimulate continuous innovation.
Miami's setting the table for the South Beach Wine and Food Festival coming later this week. A bartender robot, the newest creation of the FIU Chaplin School of Hospitality.
The network's Nicole Castañeda has the latest about this new invention.
Meet Cecilia, the newest bartender robot presented by the FIU Chaplin School of Hospitality, who makes a variety of cocktails.
Cecilia is the first interactive bartender, particularly in an educational setting. It's the first anytime in the United States that we're bringing this level of technology to a beverage program here at the Chaplin School.
Cecilia, who was created in Israel, can interact with its clients, learn which of their favorite cocktails are, and best of all, she can actually make some pretty good jokes.
This is an educational partnership. Cecilia was really kind of created to look at other alternatives for hospitality, to solve a problem of a little bit of a labor shortage. But don't think that Cecilia is going to replace your favorite bartender. Think about your favorite festival coming up, and that's what Cecilia is all about. It's just a new level of hospitality, but a little bit of entertainment at the same time.
And you can come and meet Cecilia for yourself at the South Beach Wine and Food Festival this weekend.
You will see her live in action at the South Beach Wine and Food Festival starting next week. So be patient because she's going to be incredibly popular, but she will be mixing up some of the best award-winning cocktails from our Bartenders Guild.
This year, the SoBe Wine and Food Festival chefs, culinary personalities, and wine and spirit producers will be showcasing their talents in Miami Beach.
Join us on the beach, meet Cecilia on the beach, and always celebrate with us at the South Beach Wine and Food Festival.
And the festival will be celebrating their 21st anniversary in this 4-day festival. Reporting for the South Florida Media Network, Nicole Castañeda.
The Panthers are #1 in the Eastern Conference and have yet to lose a game since the All-Star break. Last night in Chicago, 5 different Panthers players scored goals. Florida rolled in this one, beating the Blackhawks 5-2. The Panthers are back at the FLA Live Arena to face Nashville tomorrow. It's their first home game since January 29th.
That's all the time we have for Newsbreak. I'm Zitlali Solache.
And I'm Julian Davis. Get more news anytime at sfmn.fiu.edu.